I think we're live. Are we live, chat? Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with another updated 2024 house map prediction. That is right, we are back with another stream. I hope everyone's having a phenomenal day, night, afternoon, midnight, wherever you are in the world. I'm certainly having a great day myself. And today on this beautiful October 9th, 2023, we are of course doing an updated house prediction. I hope everyone enjoys because, well, guess what? The second before the stream started, we got breaking news. It relates to the 2024 presidential election. But before we get into that, I hope everyone enjoy these type of streams. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. And like usual, if you want to get your questions, comments, concerns, whatever, for sure answered in the chat, make sure to send a super chat. All support's greatly appreciated, but if you have a question you want for sure answered, support the channel by sending a super chat. All support's greatly appreciated, and of course I'll try to get through every single chat that happens. But first, everybody, breaking news related to the 2024 presidential election. We have yet another candidate that has just dropped out. Former Congressman Will Hurd of Texas has just announced he will drop out of this year's election. Rip Bozo. Gentlemen, this is a great day. We finally got Will Hurd out of the election. Yes! We did it! He's gone! Rip Bozo. He's finally dropped out after receiving 1% in one poll, and I don't get why he ever ran, but yeah, the former congressman of Tony Gonzalez's seat, he has dropped out. Rip Bozo. It's a great day. But first, let us read this cringeworthy statement, because why not? It's a great day. When I first entered the Republican presidential primary field in June, I knew I was a dark horse candidate with a path to victory that would contain many obstacles. What path to victory? Huh? What do you mean a path to victory? Are you on drugs, sir? But as I traveled across the country, I met so many Americans who believed in my campaign's message of unity and common sense. Your policies are just Democrat light. And really, who is supporting your campaign? You cracked 1% in like 2 polls. Not even enough to qualify for the first debate. Duster Carnifer 2, Alabama, Wisconsin maps. How about North Carolina and Ohio maps? We'll get to the redistricting stuff in a second. The Alabama news is pretty bad. In 14 short weeks, my team and I matched the accomplishments of many of the other candidates in the race who had significantly higher name ID and cash advantage. I am honored to have had the support of the people who made this possible. Yeah, the 3 people in the basement. Yeah, they supported my campaign. Oh my god. This is just... It's just a glorious sight to see, isn't it? Unfortunately, it has become clear to me and my team that the time has come to suspend our campaign. While I appreciate all the time and energy our supporters have given, it is important to recognize realities of the political landscape and the need to consolidate our party around one person to defeat both Donald Trump and President Biden. I urge donors, voters, and other candidates to unite around an alternative candidate to Trump. Otherwise, we'll repeat the same errors as in 2016. If the GOP nominates Trump or the various personalities jockeying to imitate his divisive, crass behavior, we will lose. Bro, what? I don't get why I'm still baffled at the fact this maroon actually decided to run. I enter this race for a few simple reasons. First, to do what I can to ensure the American experiment, or this experiment called America, lasts for another 247 years. Blah, blah, blah. Our nation deserves a leader who can unite us and navigate the complex challenges we face, particularly when it comes to national security. I believe Ambassador Nikki Haley is the best person in the race to do that. Did he just endorse Nikki Haley? Did I just see that? Did he just endorse Nikki Haley? I know you're a Fed, but my God, dude. I just don't get, like, what? Nikki, I just can't believe he actually endorsed Nikki Haley of all people. It just, okay. I really thought he was going Chris Christie. I agree. Because, you know, Will Hurd, he's one of the most anti-gun Republicans I know of. It's like, go with Nikki Haley. Trump should use Will Turd's endorsement as an attack against neocon Nikki. I agree. Nikki Haley drops to negative 12% for the Turd's endorsement. Yeah. She session. Oh, God. Don't mention that. Hurdley. Yes, please nominate Nikki so she can lose Ohio. Yeah, she would lose Ohio. Or, I wouldn't say that, but it would be like Bushel 4 margins. Wins by like 2% or whatever. So, alright. Is it time we get into the actual prediction and discuss the current state of affairs known as the House? Because I've been looking more into it. Next year's House elections, I think, are going to break many people's minds. You know, you think it's going to go one way, but I think it's going to go the complete opposite of how many people are thinking. I endorse Dr. Mehmet Oz for President of the United States. Yeah. Redistricting and prediction. But, okay. Let us talk about the prediction. The redistricting. That's the elephant in the room. Everybody. It's a sad day. Look at Alabama. Just look what they did to the state of Alabama. F's in the chat for the Alabama delegation. That is Barry Moore. He got completely screwed over. What they did in Alabama is a complete and total disgrace. I mean, I've always wondered, it's like, why does the VRA violation have to apply now when voters just voted in a candidate? Why can't it apply in 8 years or whatever? The fact that they just did that is unbelievable. Zoom in, please. You could see it. Ben Cynics for 2. Rap, can Landry win outright a Louisiana governorship? I'll make a video on that this week, because is the primary this week? Right? Yeah. I mean, technically 270 didn't update the map. Yeah, I know they didn't, but it's like a Biden plus 15 seat. Alabama could still be salvaged, right? Well, the Attorney General gave up. Now, there is 2 Hail Marys left in the, pocket, I guess. There's 2 trump cards. One's through Louisiana, the other one's through Georgia. Those are our best opportunities to get rid of Section 2. Georgia, I think they did challenge the Section 2, and Louisiana the same deal. The only way we could save Alabama's district is, Section 2 gets thrown out, or at least reduced to something like 40% or whatever. Can't the governor veto the map and put their own map against the SCOTUS? Well, they can't. The court's ordered some garbage map draw to do it. Some quote-unquote third party. So yeah, we got to bank on Georgia or Louisiana to do something. I don't think the VRA is going to apply to those states, but knowing the Supreme Court, they're going to apply it to freaking Arkansas or something crazy. Iowa's redder than Alabama. How? Because reasons. If either Georgia or Louisiana wins, we'll be okay, right? If one of them wins for their Section 2 case... Yeah. Real Texas Politics has been a member for 15 months. Good job. Thank you, good sir. SCOTUS will decide South Carolina Wednesday. If the map is struck down, Mesa's gone. Yeah. So South Carolina's another option, I guess. If something happens there, theoretically could happen. Gateway Politics for 5. It'll be interesting to see how they redraw North Carolina. for 2024. It's looking pretty good, or sounding good at least. All right, so we're going to change things up just a little bit from my past House predictions. Instead of, every district's not going to get filled in this time. Like 90% of them will, but there are like 5 districts that I think are just way too close for me to make a serious prediction on. There's a couple of them I think you could guess, but there are a couple seats where I'm just going to leave as toss-up. We'll discuss when we get there because, well, yeah. It doesn't matter what happens redistricting. Ask if you're a Republican or a Democrat is the same as asking if you want Burger King or McDonald's. Yeah, but there are some good Republicans. So, why couldn't they make a D+2? Well, that's what the court ordered. So, I want Red Eagle Politics to make a map. At least he's more positive. Well, I'm just trying to be I'm trying to be positive too. I'm just trying to be a bit, realistic with people. Like, hey, we're not going to, probably not win some of these districts that we should, but yeah. Don't you dare do the toss-up tipping point again. Yeah. But we just got to see. If Democrats are Marvel, then Republicans are DC. That's actually a good comparison. That's like DC should be way better than Marvel, but they suck for no other reason. But Marvel's way more woke. So, yeah. F for Alabama. Yeah. Sad day. But alright, enough messing around. I got a Packer game to watch in like an hour and a half, so let's get into it. Alright. So let us start with the great state of Alaska. Oh boy. Our only shot is if they get rid of that stupid primary system. That's the only way that I think we could get Alaska to flip. Now, it is looking good. It sounds like that the Alaska GOP are trying to do something. But even then, it's like, unless it's Chewbacca that runs, I don't see how we beat Patola this time. Now, I don't know. Alaska's a very bizarre state. So I don't think we're going to see it. Patola will have sympathy votes because her husband died. Well, yeah, that's part of it, but really she was going to win either way. But she may not run. That is a possibility, I guess, but if she doesn't run, it flips. So, yeah, Mary Patola, she didn't run. She didn't announce technically, but I think she will. Dustin Carter for 2. Packers stole the game from the Saints. Northern Louisiana, baby. Well, Packers won that fair and square, so. I think Patola only holds because she's an incumbent, yeah. She got that seat for as long as she wants. You know that Wisconsin only has their legislative maps and litigation and the congressional aren't right. Yeah, I know that, but there are question marks about the congressional stuff still. But we'll get to that when we get to it. The Alaska State Senate is filled with moderate Republican, trademark Republicans who will fight for the will of the people. Corporate donors. Yeah, that's the Republican Party in a nutshell. Hey, Rap, is Van Orden okay? We'll get to that. That is potentially turning to the meme of the year. All right? Santos was a meme for the first part of the year. The Van Orden stuff that's pretty bad. Did you ever make a What If Ross Perot 1 Part 3? Never got to it. I want to make it, but I've been busy with freaking looking at Alaska. It's pain. Yeah, so Alaska State legislator looks very schizo. Well, it's Alaska. Alaska's very politically incoherent, so that's the best way to put it. Now we get to Arizona, all right? So there are 2 seats that are competitive. No, Eli Crane's not losing. I don't get why some people are magically thinking, now he loses. He beat a very popular incumbent by basically the same margin that Trump won the seat by. It's like, you think he's now going to lose? Despite the rest of the ticket crashing and burning? No. It's David Schweikert in Arizona first and Arizona 6 with Juan Ciscomani. Those are the 2 seats that really matter, So, yeah, these are the two races that actually matter in Arizona. No, Crane's not going to lose. Barring some mystical bullcrap. I don't freaking know how it's even possible that happens, but... Alright, so the two seats, Schweikert and Siskamani. Now, Schweikert, I don't know about him. I think he holds on. I really do think Schweikert holds on for now. Just for the simple fact that, you know, he's been there for a while. He still is an incumbent. It sounds like the Democrats have a really bad candidate running. Like, sounds like F-tier type deal over there. And I think he does hold on for one, maybe two more cycles. I think it holds on for this cycle, but don't know about next year. Rap, we'll lose the House if the Rhinos go forward with reinstalling McCarthy as Speaker. Yes, we will. That will hurt the GOP far more than would help. I mean, these morons! Every poll is showing it. The majority of Americans, including Republicans, they supported removing McCarthy. So instead of just, dealing with it, they want to reinstall him? Why? What's the purpose for, yes, we're going to reinstall McCarthy as Speaker for reasons? What if Biden weighs down Democrats in Arizona and we take the state back? It's possible. I don't think he's well liked there, but just gotta see. I do think we have to take Jim Jordan to be the new Speaker into account. I think he will be the new Speaker. And I don't know how much that affects anything, though. We just gotta see. Now, Siskamani, somebody did say he's a better situation than Schweikert. I agree. He's overrated as hell, but I don't... It sounds like the Democrats have some real bad recruits in Arizona, outside the Senate race. Like, Arizona First, that's the one with the drunk driver, right? Or something crazy? I think Schweiker is going against, like, some egregiously bad Democrat. Hey, Rap, sorry about the comment comparing you to Red Eagle. Oh, it's fine. No, I have no problem with Red Eagle or anybody. I'm just like, I just do daily content. It's fine. So, I miss Trump right about now. At least he would not be calling lids every day and would handle the Middle East well. Yeah. Is Biden effect something we could count on to stop our bleeding blue trending states like Arizona? Maybe a little bit, but I don't know. But McKevin is paying my rent right now. I need him to be a speaker or else he'll kick me out. Yeah, Will Hurd just dropped out. Yeah, we talked about that. Earlier we did that, the Rip Bozo stuff. That was hilarious. Alright, so I think overall we win both seats, but we could absolutely lose both. I'm not saying that, we're 100% going to win them. I'm just saying right now they probably lean towards the GOP, which I think that's fair. The drunk drivers and Porter seat. Okay, yeah. We'll get to that in a second. That's freaking hilarious. But alright. California. Now, before I forget, Josh Harder should be safe. Why is that not safe? He's not going to lose that race. So yeah, Harder should have been safe, and I fixed that. I need copium right now, or else I'm going to give into the black pill. Don't give into the black pill. Here's some, I guess you could say some white pills, red pills, whatever. Trump's leading in the RCP aggregate by the most he's ever have. By like 2 points or whatever now. Biden's historically weak. And the Democrats, they're, I think, getting a bit worried about the House races next year. I think they really are, Hey, Rap, if Scalise becomes Speaker, he will be the first Louisianan to be it. Jordan will be the fourth Ohioan to win it. There's never been a Speaker from Louisiana? Really? I guess that kind of makes sense, but... I don't know about that one. Imagine if Rhinos recruit Dan Phelan for House Speaker. Oh, God. He gives Democrats all the committee positions. That's literally what he does. All right. So there are like 7 seats, I think, here, or like 8, that Republicans got to win a few of them. If they lose all of them, they are toasted. Starting off with John Girardi. I don't see how that guy wins. The fact that he won in 2022 is circumstance. I doubt he repeats what he did in 2022 again. I really don't. I mean, the fact that he won was in spite of all the, him being supposedly a great candidate. He won because of luck. And because the turnout was like 2% in that district. So, yeah, I don't think he's gonna hold on. Really don't. Guys, Biden will win North Carolina because LT told me. We'll get to North Carolina soon, but yeah, I don't see how Girardi wins. And after the immigration stuff, it's like, you ran on being a border hawk. Don't let these people fool you. Girardi ran on being an immigration hawk. Be like, we're going to shut down the border. We're going to close it up. We're going to fight against amnesty. Now he suddenly supports amnesty. It's like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Which is more likely, Girardi wins or Porter seat flip? I think Porter seat flip's more likely, but we'll get to that. David Valadao, I think he holds on. We've been saying forever that he's going to lose. This time he will lose. I doubt it. It just, Valadao is a strong candidate. I don't like him, but he is definitely a very strong recruit for California's 22nd. Could have theoretically flip it, yeah, but I don't think he loses, though. It's possible, again. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's unlikely. All right. Imagine if Rhino votes for Paul Ryan. Oh, God. Don't even say that. Mike Garcia, I think another seat that they've been coping about for a while. I think Garcia holds. He does have a strong candidate, I think, this time, right? But Garcia is such a good campaigner that I don't see him losing right now. Unless something could happen, I just don't right now. Don't see it. Mike Garcia, Giga Garcia. Yeah, I just don't see how Garcia loses. They've been saying for years that he's going to lose, but it seems like every time he's, supposedly about to lose by a worse margin, he does better. What does that tell you? He probably did so bad in 2022 comparatively because he didn't have much of his old district. The new one didn't know him well. For what? Valadao, Mike Garcia, the invincible men of the California politics. Yeah. It's going to be very close, but I think Garcia holds. And again, it was a midterm. It could change, but the turnout on that district was ridiculous. You think that's going to magically change? I really don't think it's going to change that much. So, I think Garcia holds. I think he does. It would be funny, though, if he wins by like 10 or something crazy. All right, now we got Ken Calvert. He's not... I'm not even going to joke around. He's not going to lose. He got caught with his pants down, but he did hold on by 4.5. So... Rap, should we primary out all the Republicans that didn't vote to remove McCarthy? No. But yeah, I think Ken Calvert's going to hold on. It seemed like he is actually campaigning for once. He just caught being incompetent last time around. So, I think he holds on. Young Kim, I think that's no-brainer. Michelle Steele, yeah, same deal. Mike Levin should hold on, but I would laugh. Godsmack Air 69 for 5. As someone who has the misfortune of living in Van Orden's district, I can say with full certainty that we need a primary his worthless ass. Yeah. That's definitely one where we're going to get to in a second, but Old New Year 2023 for 2. Decipher says what? Huh? What? DeSantis, or am I reading that right? DeSantis? The sphincter? What? Okay, that's... am I having a brain fart? Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's something about DeSantis, I think, right? Okay, yeah, it's something about, like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but something about DeSantis and you know what? Dems probably keep California 47th in the presidential year. So, yeah, Katie Porter has decided not to run for re-election. She is running for the House seat. And it seems like that, or the Senate seat, I should say, that's going to be a shit show, by the way. That's going to be freaking hilarious. Adam Schiff versus Porter, probably. But I really think that, especially with Scott Bowell running, there is a possibility to beat Porter. It's going to be kind of close, but I think Porter should hold on. If she doesn't, we're having probably not Porter. That seat should hold Democrat. But again, the Democrats have a really weak candidate. Republicans have a really strong one. So yeah, I think it is probably going to be leaning Democrat, but it could absolutely flip. There is a possibility, if it's a really good night, Republicans could cook something, but don't see it. All right, Colorado. And this is going to piss off some people, all right? I've been looking at the fundraising data. I've been looking at some data. All right. We're going to start with Colorado 8th, because that's the one that I think is a bit easier to tell. If the Democrats lose that one, they're not having a good night, but they should hold on. It was very close last time, even with O'Dea running, but I think we will have the seat probably like D+2 or 3. Now, it's time for the one many people are going to be mad about. Colorado 3rd. I've been looking at the data. I've been looking at the fundraising, some of the polling. It's over. I'm just being realistic, everybody. I think Boebert loses. You know, I know it's a presidential year, but just not looking good. She suddenly flipped on with the McCarthy stuff. I think she's trying to be as a moderate Republican now. When you start to flip like that, it's like you're toast. I think she's losing. I really do think that this will be the last. This is an F in the chat. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Boebert, but kind of stings. Kind of stings that we lose a seat that we should win very easily. She deserves it. I don't think she necessarily deserves it, but she's probably not going to win. Good riddance. Reposo. Florida has no speakers while Massachusetts has 8. What? Boebert doesn't deserve another win. I don't know about that one, but yeah, she's probably going to lose. Just going to be realistic, everybody. It's not looking good. The Trump plus 8 district, she'll win, but she's not. I don't know what the hell she's running for a campaign, but it's not looking good. That's what I will say. Now, Connecticut 5th. Hayes should win. I would laugh if she doesn't, but I believe George Logan is running again. So if he is, that's a good sign that Republicans could get closer to winning this, but it's a presidential year in Connecticut. I don't see that going too well. But it's very much possible that Republicans could make this much closer than it should be. Just gotta see, though. Because of their night at Beetlejuice or the McCarthy stuff, all of it. And the fundraising data is atrocious. She's at like $2,000 or something like that, or $200,000. And the Democrat was like at $4 million. So I don't think she's gonna hold on. So yeah. Look at the abomination of District Connecticut 15. Yeah, I mean, this is considered a fair and pro-democracy map. Look at this. I know it's because of the stupid, the township stuff in Connecticut, but my God, look at this. I mean, how do you even, I don't know. I don't see how or why the map needs to look like this. But this is, according to the Democrats, a pro-democracy, fair, compact map. It's like, what the hell is this? Connecticut 5th is gerrymandered to hell. You can make it a Trump district to look better. Yeah, you can. After looking at this map, no Democrat Connecticut has the right to call it gerrymandering. Oh, yeah, Massachusetts, though, that's another doozy. That's gerrymandering at its finest, yeah. Yeah, this is real gerrymandering, not freaking Alabama. That was stupid. All right, Florida. There's only 2 seats that are even remotely competitive. Darren Soto in Florida 9th and the loser in Florida 23rd. Both of them should win. I think these margins were kind of inflated for the GOP. I think they did do a lot better than they will next year. But who knows? If the trends continue, we may have 2 flips here. But I think right now we have both those seats probably staying Democrat. Just got to see. Just got to see what happens with those 2 races. It's possible Republicans could win one of them, which would be nice to win just in case of, yes. Old New Year 2023 for 5. I'm thinking Hamilton County, Indiana could flip blue out of nowhere in 2024. They seem to despise Trump, vice versa for Lackawanna, Pennsylvania. I agree with that. There are some counties that I think will flip next year, but not many. There will be a couple for Biden, but I think a few for Trump. It doesn't matter what the margins are for the current map. So, I agree with that. What about Florida redistricting? I don't think much is going to change. They got to go through the Florida Supreme Court. If Republicans botch that, they should delete the party. Just delete the Republican Party. It's over. Back it up. It's over. If we lose that case. Florida very well flips. So many Republicans moving there. It's possible. I'm not denying that, but just I don't think so. All right, Illinois. There's 1 seat that people give a crap out. Illinois 17th against Eric Sorensen. He ran on just being a gay guy. That's his entire campaign, by the way. I'm not even kidding. And the fact that he is in this district, another one of those masterful Democrat districts, you can draw like 6 Trump seats that look great. They look smooth, compact. Instead, you got this. I don't know who decided this is a great idea. I don't see how Democrats lose it. If they lose that, I would laugh. But I think Republicans do lose by like 4 or 5. You're going against an incumbent this time, and well, it's shaped like this. Fairest map ever. Yeah. We look good in the Virginia elections. We just got to, I think so. But I'm not going to say anything because it is only early October. This is ugly. What? No, you're telling me this is an ugly looking map? Wow. What the hell is District 13? It's perfect, isn't it? It's such a great map, everybody. And this almost violates the Constitution, but it doesn't, technically. Will Bailey win the primary against Bose? I think he does. Hopefully. But yeah, Illinois is Illinois. Now, Indiana. Listen. This seat is shifting to the right by 1 or 2 every cycle or something like that. And Frank Mervin's not necessarily the strongest candidate in the world. But we spent like $11 million on this race, I think it was. I'm gonna bring up something real quick. You know what? Hold on. Let me just get something real quick to pull up. Old New Year 2023 for 2 popular vote total for Biden and Trump guess. I think it's been like 48-48 right now. I think it's tied popular vote or something. I don't think you could draw a GOP seat in Massachusetts. You could draw one that's like Biden plus 5. It's more competitive. And it doesn't look hideous. But, yeah. Alright. There's actually 2, yeah. This is what I gotta say. Here's the brilliance of Kevin McCarthy and Tom Emmer in 2022. These are just 7 examples of the genius known as Kevin McCarthy slash Tom Emmer. Indiana First is a great example. They spent $7 million on a Biden plus 9 district in Indiana First. $7 million. And they got their asses handed to them. Not as much as against Trump, when he lost by 8.5. But they lost it by, 8. They lost by 5, I think. Yeah. Didn't do much better. Spent only $103,000 on a Trump plus 3 district with an incredibly strong Democrat incumbent. Loses, a.k.a. Ohio 9th, with J.R. Majewski. burns through over $11 million against one of the strongest incumbents in the country and Jared Golden and gets crushed. Yeah, one of the most expensive races of last year was Maine's second. They spent $11 million, just Tom Emmer and Kevin McCarthy, on trying to take out Jared Golden. You just can't make this up, but it keeps going. Only spent $5 million on a vulnerable GOP incumbent in Yvette Harrell in New Mexico second. She lost by like 1%. She would have 100% won if she got a little bit more funding. She would have. Went through $10 million against an incumbent Democrat in a Biden +7 district. Loses by a lot. Minnesota second. Only spent $400,000 or $100,000 against a vulnerable Democrat in Horsford in Nevada fourth. They lost it, but that Republican Sam Peters overperformed the other Republicans in the competitive seats in Nevada despite getting nowhere near the funding. Just keep looking at this. And they gave Joe Kent only $105,000 after going through a brutal primary in a Trump +5 seat. That's the GOP, everybody. Unfreaking believable. I just don't get the strategy of some of this. We're going to spend $11 million on Jared Golden. Pelican got crushed. He got absolutely wiped out. And they spent that much on him. That's why I'm saying that some of the results of last year were complete flukes. Like, you spent $11 million on somebody, you spent $2 on a competitive seat. Whatever. But yeah, Frank Mervin's going to win. I think Frank Mervin does, in fact, win. But we just got to see what happens with the trends. Now we get Iowa. There are 3 seats that, 2 of them are pretty Republican. I would say Iowa second, Iowa first. I don't see them losing. Zach Nunn. He took out an incumbent Democrat who was fairly popular, was fairly strong. It was like a 1-2 point over performance by the Democrat. Now he's the incumbent. I think he starts off as the favorite. I think that's fair to say. Golden's the only Democrat I would have voted for. Yeah, I mean, he's good on guns. So, but yeah, Iowa, I think all 3 of the districts stay Republican. The fact that we have more Republican seats here than, like, oh God, Minnesota and, like, what other ones? Freaking, like, jeez. Alabama, we have like 60% of the districts Republican. Iowa, 100%. Just thinking that is just crazy, but it's true. All right, so Iowa, I think all 3 of the seats, well, they go Republican. Speaking of Jared Golden, he's not losing. Don't let people trick you. This guy is never going to lose a race if he runs for the House seat. He never will, barring something mystical bullshit. He ain't losing that race. That's just the truth of it. I really don't see how we have Jared Golden lose. Polls have shown Trump winning Iowa by double digits, so none may win by more off his coattails. True. Mississippi has less. True. Okay, that's a better comparison. Michigan. There are 3 seats here that, one of them I think Republicans are going to win kind of easily. John James. You know, he survived the blue tsunami that was Michigan last year. He won by like a half point, which was worse than Trump, but A, this seat is trending to the right. B, it is a very Trump district. They love Trump, and they're going to vote. They are absolutely going to vote. And C, John James is the incumbent now. He does have to suffer through a blue wave. He should be fine. Golden has a good challenger. He does have a good challenger, the NASCAR driver, but I just don't see how he loses. But But yeah, I think John James holds on. Now, Dan Kildee, he's going to win easily. It's not going to be as much as he did last time, but he's going to win by like 4 or 5, I think. Now, Michigan 7th, on the other hand. You know, there's a possibility. In my opinion, it comes down to, does she win the nomination for the Senate? If she does, possible. If she doesn't, it's possible, right? Or not possible if she wins the nomination. If she doesn't, there's a possibility of it. She's the only reason Democrats win the seat by so much. Old New Year 2023 for 2. Would you vote for Bob Casey Sr.? Yes, I would. The father of Bob Casey Jr., who is a fake moderate. I agree. I would vote for him. I think it's Jover for the House. I can disagree with that. But we got to see. So yeah, Slotkin, I think her seat comes down to, does she win the Senate nomination? Because I think she will have some coattails. It is a seat that is shifting kind of to the right, but it starts off as leaning Democrat. I think Republicans could pull it off, though. It's possible. Minnesota, I'm not even pretending with Craig's going to win. They spent like $40 million or $12 million on her. She's not going to lose. Montana. The fact that this is even a discussion. Her being the Senate nominee could help in the seat. Yes. If she's not the nominee, that may hurt. Okay, but Ryan Zinke of Montana first. God damn it, Zinke. Why do you have to exist? Like, one of the worst Republicans in the House, who barely won. Rip the Blue Dogs, yeah. There's no real Blue Dogs left. Like, actual Blue Dogs. Not just, Jared Golden, he votes like 12% against Democrats. Not like that, but yeah, so Montana first. If Zinke loses, I swear if he freaking loses. But I think he should hold on. Hopefully Zinke holds on. The fact that we may have to rely on this bozo to win. Please just primary him out. He has so many freaking problems. It's unbelievable. Josh W. for 5. Being a right populist trans individual myself, I'm curious about your view on trans peeps. Rather, what's your thoughts on adults transitioning? All right, so here's my opinion on the transgender stuff. I'm 100% against kids getting it. I think that children, they don't need it. I just think that's immoral, and there's a lot of health issues. Now, as for adults getting it, there are serious health concerns I got for people that get it. I mean, it's not just my opinion. I mean, there's facts to prove that people that, even adults, when they transition, they have a bunch of health issues. So, I would say that if you have, like, a serious health issue, with, like, your gender stuff, whatever, maybe I would be fine with it, but for those that just want to say, I'm just going to be a man one day because why not? It's like, no. I think that, there should be some health reasons to get, transition, I guess, if that's the word you think, But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion on it. I don't think children should be able to transition, but if you're an adult, it should be based on health issues. That's the only time you should be allowed to get it. That's just me, Heavily restricted. Basically banned, but there should be some circumstances allowed. Just my opinion. Yeah. Alright, so anyways, back to the... But yeah, Montana, I swear to God. Zinke, there will be memes there will be riots if Zinke loses. I swear. I don't think he's going to lose, though, but possibly. All right, Nebraska second. Oh, good Lord. Don Bacon went from a Republican who was, kind of okay. He wasn't absolutely deranged, to being arguably the second most annoying person in the House. I think he holds on just for being as insufferable as he is, but my good lord. He may lose, but I think he holds on for one more year. I think he holds on just for one more year. He holds on, then he is screwed in a blue wave. Hopefully a blue wave. Because that means we won 2024. If no blue wave in 2024 or 2026, he should win. But I think he holds on this year. But I kind of want, like, I would root for him to lose if we had a big enough majority, but we don't. So, can't really root for him to lose, sadly. Nevada. All right. I'm going to say Susie Lee and Titus is going to win. Both of them, I think, will win by 4 to 5 points. But I have a hot take. I'm going to piss off a lot of people for what I'm about to say. All right? I think Horsford could absolutely lose next year. I absolutely believe he's in trouble. Of the 3 Democrats, he was the biggest underperformer. Going against the most underfunded Republican, who is, mind you, the most MAGA, America First extremist, whatever you want to call him. Horsford has a lot of problems. And you get somebody that actually is funded well, I absolutely believe Horsford could lose. Charlie Howard for 2. North Carolina 13, a sure flip for Republicans. It's possible. Imagine if Al Green became speaker. We have to listen to his whole speech constantly. Oh, good lord. Yeah, speech about, like, slavery or something. But yeah, Horsford, I'm going to leave it blank. I'm going to piss off a lot of people for doing that, but I'm going to leave it blank. Because I absolutely believe this is going to be way closer than people expect. We're probably going to fill at the end, but we'll go to that last. Nevada's gradually moving right, so I could see that happening. Yeah. He's the weakest Democrat of those 4. Or those 3, I should say. So Nevada will leave for later. New Hampshire. We're not winning that. Thank you, Sununu, for that one, by the way. Give us the shit redistricting job. When everybody was telling you, make New Hampshire first, like, R+1. You could have, and you did this because your buddy in New Hampshire second wanted to run. Well, that backfired horribly. Not only did he potentially cost us a Senate last year, but he cost us a House seat. Freaking loser. My God. I used to like Sununu, but now it's just like, what the hell are you doing? New Jersey 7, Tom Keene's going to win. This is my opinion. You know how we had a red tsunami in New York last year? I think we're going to have some kind of red wave in New Jersey next year. Like, we're not going to win many more seats because of how the maps look, but I really do think we're going to have Republicans have big overperformances in New Jersey. I think Tom Keene's going to win kind of easily. But we just got to see what happens. What's your opinion on Dusty Johnson? He sucks. That's my opinion on him. Just crap. Now we have New Mexico. John Lee, the former mayor of North Las Vegas, is running against Las Vegas and running against Horsford. If that's the case, I think Horsford's done. But we'll get to that at the end. If there's any state which represents the urban gains of the GOP, Nevada's the one. I agree. And even I think New York City, and parts of New Jersey. Because ironically, the voter registration stuff benefited us. But yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. All right, New Mexico second. Another hot take of mine. I really do think Harold's going to pull it off this time. Everybody knows she got screwed by McCarthy and Emmer with the funding. She only got $5 million, but you spent $11 million on a Washington 5th or whatever it was? A Biden plus 15 seat? But you don't spend a dime defeating or helping your incumbent Republican? I think Harold pulls it off. I think the gun stuff is going to piss off a lot of people, especially in the New Mexico second. So yeah, I think the gun stuff hurts the Republicans or Democrats there. Why do you think Vasquez is suddenly saying, no, I'm pro-gun secretly? It's just like you're screwed. Clown governor will push New Mexico to the right. Yeah. Old New Year 2023 for 2. Most badass picture of Trump that you can think of. Probably the mugshot. Or the one of him, like, it's like the Imperial March. He just, like, has a fist in the air, like, screaming and stuff. It's like the Imperial March. So one of those two. I gotta find that one. Hold on. Let me just go find it. Trump epic photo. I gotta find it. Can't find it. Shit. You know what I'm talking about. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah, can't find it. All right. Now we get to the big one. New York. This is where the Republican hopes and dreams either die or live. They have to win at least 2 of these districts if they want a realistic opportunity to keep in the House. There's 6 districts that I think Republicans have a shot in. I think 2 of them have to go Republican. If they don't, they are... good luck, adios, goodbye. But again, redistricting aside, we just got to see what happens. I think of the current districts, they got to win 2 of them. They absolutely have to win 2 of these 6. Now, let's pull the Band-Aid off. George Santos is done. F's in chat. Just get it over with. Pull the Band-Aid off. It's over. The meme, I don't think lasts next year. It would be funny, though, if he does. But I don't think George Santos is going to win. But I want him to win so badly. I hope he does, to give the middle finger to certain people about electability. Yeah, F's in chat for our homie Santos. Sad day. Honestly, I would sacrifice Don Bacon and Van Orden for Santos. And that's real talk, by the way. Don Bacon, go away. I'll take Santos over you. 07, yeah. Yep, F's. District Corner for 2. Montana will have Trump, Gianforte, and Rosendale at the top. We gotta see with Rosendale, but hopefully. The Bozo from New York 4th, he's gonna lose. I don't think this was a fluke 100% in Long Island, but let's just be real for a second. Their margins got inflated by like 4 or 5 points alone by Zeldin. That's bare minimum. I think there was some movement towards the GOP here, but I think the 4 to 5 point shift towards Democrats or Republicans, yeah, 4 to 5 points of the shift was a fluke. Just my opinion. And now this is the one that's going to make some people really mad at me. Michael Lawler. I freaking hate this guy, but damn it, he's probably going to win, isn't he? What the hell is Mondale Jones doing? I mean, he's pissed off the Jewish community there. It's like attacking Lawler for being a Jewish guy. It's like, what? It's just like, what are you doing? And Lawler's such an asshat, I think it actually works in that district. Like, hold on, I gotta post something up, but let me just get that post. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Mondale Jones. I mean, it's unbelievable that what this bozo did. Let me just find it. Yeah, here it is. This is what this asshole posted. Hold on, you gotta find it. There. I mean, he attacked Jewish people in a Jewish district. It's like, what the hell? Look at this. This is what the Democrat posted. Look at this. I mean, of all things you could have posted, you posted that? Again, He's directly attacking Lawler for being Jewish, let's be real. And for the district being Jewish, I don't freaking know what this guy is doing. Just pure incompetence. Whatever. Pure incompetence aside, I don't freaking know. Don't know why he would do that. But I think that's why Lawler wins. He's such an asshole, but the district is Jewish and his candidate hates Jewish people, I guess. I don't freaking know. Josh W. has been a member for 12 months. How the heck do some of these maps get by? Illinois, Texas, New Mexico, just ugh. Yeah. Old New Year 2023 for 5. I sent you an edited picture of the Imperial March Trump photo you were talking about on Twitter. Yeah, thanks. I think I saw that. I think Lawler's gonna win. I don't like him, but damn it, he's probably gonna hold off. Yeah, and Lawler's already popular enough, and if you're trying to do that, attack people for being Jewish and stuff, and right before Israel got attacked, that was stupid. I don't get why you would attack. Hold on, how Jewish is the district? New York 17th, Jewish percent. I think it's some crazy amount. Yeah, it's like a super duper. All right. Rockland County, New York, religious demographics. Because it's like something. Yeah. Rockland County, which is the most. One of the. Look, here's a. Guys, this is what it says. 31% of the residents identify as Jewish in Rockland County, New York. And that's a big part of the district. What the hell is Jones doing? Going after Jewish people? I don't freaking know. The guy's a nut job. Stupid. Incompetent, whatever. What do you call that? Being anti-Semite is a good... I don't get it. His advisors must suck, but... Pat Ryan holds on. I'm not even going to mess around with that. Mark Molinaro. I think he could hold on. He is now an incumbent, and he's established himself as, fairly well liked in his district, as a seat that's kind of stagnating, not really shifting one way or the other. Brandon Williams, I think, is going to lose, but that's just that. Lawler is screwed. I think Lawler's going to win. He's not really that well liked. Oh, no. Even Democrat polls have him at like 52% approval or something. It's, 31%. That's Rockland County. He's attacking people for being a different religion. I don't know. Absolutely incompetent. All right, so New York, I think we do hold on 2 of the 6, but cuts it close. Really does. But there is one silver lining. The sons of bitches in North Carolina. Listen, these guys have balls of steel. The North Carolina GOP, they don't give a flying F about, what the Democrats will think. Okay, screw what the Democrats say. We're going to do this. We have an upwards of 4 districts that could flip Republican because they're going to redistrict the map, and sounds like they're for sure going after 3, potentially 4 districts. So I think these 3 are kind of just foregone conclusions. Again, with redistricting accounted for, not with the current maps, but with redistricting, we can account for at least 3 of these seats. Now, as for North Carolina first, apparently they like Don Davis, so we'll just say he holds on. But can you imagine we get our entire House majority through North Carolina? They don't give a rat's ass about the Democrats said. Who cares? Who cares what the Democrats say? Just do the same thing they do. But yeah, North Carolina, everybody. Now Ohio. Captor's going to win sadly against Majewski, but it will be much closer, I think. But the Among Us seat. The House may come down to the Among Us seat. I never thought I would say those words, but it does look like an Among Us seat, doesn't it? I think without that Bozo Gilbert running again, she's not running, thank God. She was just an awful candidate. And I think this is a seat that, with Trump on the ticket, I absolutely think Republicans can win. I do think so. I actually think they will. I think they will pick off the Among Us seat. I think this was one of the biggest flukes of last year. But we'll come back to it possibly after the full prediction. But I think it's one of those seats that, you know what, we'll just save for the end. Among Us, the sus district. That's a better way to put it. Oregon. Okay. It really comes down to who does DeRaymer face. Gilbert sus. Would Braun play a factor, though? I think it cancels out. I think Trump being on the ticket is much more impactful, but just gotta see. So, is it the nut job running again in Oregon 5th, the Democrat? If she is, I think DeRaymer wins easily, but if she is running again, the progressive that primaried out a strong incumbent for whatever reason, if that's the case, I think she may hold on. She's not been in the news. She's been, seen as a moderate. She gotta see. Here up, I hate the modern Democratic Party. I really do hate it. They suck now. It's sad. I hate the party, and thank God I'm a Republican. Yeah. So, what do people think about the seat? Biden did win the seat, though, and it's a established libertarian seat. Yeah, that's why we're going to go over at the end. Is she... Okay, if the progressive is running again... Do it! Run! Run the progressive. I would be so... Oh, please. I think we're just going to say the seat... McLeod Skinner's running again. Tilt R. I think she goes down because of Biden coattails. Oregon's a terrible. Everyone leaving state flips them. It goes blue. We'll just have a Democrat for now, but if the progressive makes it through the primary, I'm gonna laugh. Pennsylvania. All right. So here's what I will say. Wild holds on by the skin of her teeth. I think Cartwright goes down. Mary Miller Stan on Twitter. Go follow him, by the way. He's pointed out so many times. Cartwright had his worst performance last year. Despite what should have been his best performance, or one of them, despite what happened in Pennsylvania, he had arguably his worst performance. And it's like a 5-point shift from 2020 compared to the district. It's like, with Trump on the ticket, oh boy, I would not be comfortable if I was Matt Cartwright. Man Milk for 2. Can we get a Cobson versus Chud R map prediction? What? I don't know what that is. I don't pay attention to that stuff. What the hell is that? Alright. I think Cartwright loses, though. I mean, he absolutely can win, but I think if there's 1 year to take him down, it's this one. It's a district that is shifting right, and I think it's very much possible. Alright, now we have... I think it's... No, it's Virginia. Yeah. So, has been Scranton saving Cartwright this entire time? Possibly. With Trump on the ticket, yeah. Source me. Has been, yeah, so I think it just comes down to how well Trump does in the district. If he wins by 4 or 5, he won by like 3 last time. Cartwright's done, I think. But we just gotta see. Virginia. Spanberger. I'm not saying this for now, but I've been hearing some stuff. Spanberger's probably not running for re-election. There's been a big rumor going around that I don't think most of you heard. It sounds like she could be running for the governorship. And she's going to be not running for the House seat again. If that's true, there is a possibility to winning that seat. Because Spanberger is a fairly strong incumbent. And Wexton has cancer, but we're not going to focus on Wexton. Again, God bless her. Hope she gets better. Her seat's going to stay Democrat. It's just too Democrat. Virginia's 7th, though, is... It leans Democrat, but it's not as safe as it was beforehand. Could Spanberger beat Youngkin in a race? Yeah. No, I don't think Youngkin loses. Yeah, she's running for governor. It's going to be much closer, but I think it's just a bit too Democrat. Just got to see. Kagan should hold on. I don't think she has been... I think she's been fine. Just got to see. All right. Now we got Washington. I don't care what people say Perez is losing. I think she's done right now. One on a fluke. It's going to be closer because of Kent, but with Trump on the ticket, there's no excuse. I think it starts off as leaning Republican. Byberger, yeah. Wisconsin, oh boy. Let's get the easy one out of the way. We all know Brian Steele. Not the biggest fan of him. He's going to win by quite a bit, but oh boy. Real Texan politics for 2. You missed Texas. No, just, I'm not even... Only reason we're having it safe is because I'm assuming Cuellar wins. That's all I'm going to say. Texas, you're not missing much. Joe Kent's wife completely screwed over. What? Joe Kent's wife got completely screwed over. I feel bad for him. Yeah, that whole situation was awful. Go look up the story, what happened. Van Orden holds on because he's incumbent. God. All right. Here we go. Everybody, you've been waiting the entire stream for this. Derek Van Orden. You know, I used to be a defender of this guy. You know, I thought he was going to be really a true America First Republican for Wisconsin's 3rd, the western part of the state. I really thought we were going to get another Tom Tiffany. I really thought it. That we were going to finally get that second Tom Tiffany. Or hell, even Glenn Grothman. But what Van Orden has turned into, he makes... Listen, I would much rather have Brian Fitzpatrick represent that seat. At least he hasn't lost his frickin' mind. Listen, the seat probably is not going to change much. I don't think redistricting is going to happen that much. And even then, Trump is going to win that seat. So Van Orden is going to win not because of him being a magically great Republican. In spite of him being one of the most insufferable Republicans I have ever seen. I don't give a rat's ass about Matt Gaetz. He has no plan. You're a congressman, Van Orden. Do your frickin' job. What have you done? What has Van Orden done in the 10 months since he's been in the House of Representatives? Name one thing. The term limit stuff, never supported it. He suddenly said we can't vote for it. The budget, he backed like a frickin' bozo. Listen, this guy is only going to win because of Donald Trump. Unless the district's like D+5 or whatever, then he is screwed. He's going to win because of Trump. That's what's going to happen here. Real Texan politics for 2. Do you think Wisconsin redistricting would affect Steele? Not much. But yeah, let me pull up Van Orden's Twitter feed. This is a real congressman. This isn't a fake account. This isn't some fake, it's not a parody. This is real. Look at this. Just 1 tweet on Gaetz. 2. Let's just keep going. 3. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. 4. Just 4. We already got 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Just keep going. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. look at this. Just in like 4 days, it's been, and that's not counting some of the other stuff. Yeah, this is beyond obsessed. This guy represents one of the most Trump districts in the country, and he acts like a more insufferable version of Don Bacon. Listen, we don't know with redistricting. I don't think it's going to change that much. We just got to see what happens, but all right. Let's just say lean Republican for now. Let's just say he's an incumbent and Trump's going to be on the ticket to bail him out. Unfreaking believable that we have to deal with that. I'm sorry about the rant, everybody. That's just, I'm so sick and tired of Van Orden. It's unbelievable. He's such a fraud. It's you know what? Let's just finish this. Sykes probably wins. Horsford wins. There. This is sad. I'm just getting sick and tired of these fake Republicans. Right? These fake-ass MAGA America First Republicans. They get elected. They don't do a damn thing, but get mad at Matt Gaetz for doing something? Garrett ran a car for 5. Could some extra political funding take out Susan Wilds? Would it be worthwhile for us to crowdfund her opponent? Possibly. Imagine Derek Van Orden versus Mondale Jones. Oh, good. No. That could potentially happen. Like, some of the people that could run in Wisconsin's 3rd. I mean... Please not. Well, listen. You cannot have people like Derek Van Orden bitching about something that happened a week ago. And you're a congressman? What am I supposed to say to that? Matt Gaetz, he did the right thing. It's one thing to disagree with him. Just do what Brian Fitzpatrick did. Just say, I disagree with it. But not what happened, what Van Orden is doing. Van Orden is completely lost. I know he's going through personal things, but in the last 2 months, he was caught drunk, swearing at high school students at the Capitol for taking pictures at the Capitol. And now he's doing this? I understand, listen, I'm praying for Van Orden's family and his health because he is going through some stuff. I understand that. But you cannot act like this as a congressman. Yeah, I hope Santos wins but Van Orden loses. That's kind of my opinion right now. I really hope we get somebody like Santos. I don't want to say that, but much rather have Santos to support than Van Orden. And then Van Orden fighting with radical politics. I don't know what to say. Real Texas politics for 5. How do you think redistricting goes in Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia, and South Carolina? I don't think much changes. What is Van Orden going through? Okay, this is for real now. I believe his daughter just died recently, right? And again, I pray for him. I pray for his family. It's a horrible thing what happened. It was cancer. She died from that. But, you know, I'm not even a legend thing. I'm just saying that I understand there's personal things that he could be going through. I understand that. But at some point, it's like, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say about the entire situation? I'm not going to try to attack Van Orden. Just, you can't go on for freaking a week about it. He's still going on about it. Attacking radical politics? But yeah, I'm hoping Van Orden's fine, but we just got to see what happens. You know, I just think that there's something wrong going on. I don't think he's handling anything well. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping that I'm just wrong about this entire thing, but it's just like, I don't know what to say. How old was his daughter? I don't know. I don't know the details. It was a couple months ago. But it just... I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm not even attacking for that, because that's a horrible thing would happen to him. I can't even imagine losing a daughter to cancer, of all things. I just can't imagine it. I can't comprehend it. But, I don't know. Don't know what to say, chat. So yeah, we're ending on a pretty negative note. You know, it's sad, but it's true. What did Van Orden do to Rep? No, Red Lion. He went to war with Red Lion politics for whatever reason. He got PTSD and he seemingly is an alcoholic. I don't know. I don't know what's up with him, but I don't know. So much to primary Van Orden for the sake of his well-being. I may agree with that. I don't know what's going on with him, but it just doesn't seem right. I just don't know what's going on, and I'm not even attacking him personally. I'm just attacking him politically. That doesn't mean it's a personal thing. It's not that I say it's personal. Well, there's some people that is personal, but not really. You know, I never attack people for personal reasons. To me, that's just wrong. All right. All right, people, if you did enjoy this stream, smash the like button down below. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit that little bell. Follow the social media accounts in the description down below. And, of course, join the channel today. So, again, folks, when I attack people, I don't do it for, you know, personal reasons. I never did. I never do. I don't think that's right. I'm just saying that if there's something wrong, like, mentally, I don't think he can be a congressman. I really don't. It's not a personal thing. I'm just trying to be honest here. If you're going through something, what am I supposed to say? I'm just a political commentator on YouTube. I'm not a doctor. I'm no expert. But yeah. Thank you all so much. We'll see you guys in the next stream, video, or whatever. Godspeed to all of you.